doing? Did you guys have a good Halloween? Awesome. Well, what COVID Halloween or 2020 Halloween is. All right. Well, so today, guys, I really want to focus on row high. I don't know in other classes if you guys are really kind of like gotten down to nitty-gritty details about it, but I like to really kind of focus on that. But I also want to focus on other details too. Last week with the brown belt class, I really went over a lot of the basic stuff. I don't think that you guys need as much detail oriented on like both the front kick and round kicks and all that. But again, I think it's still kind of good to always refresh ourselves. So just want to give you guys a highlight of what I planned for us for today. Is there anything specific that anyone wanted to work on before? Yes, no? Nope. Okay, cool. All right, so listen, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Go to attention. Oh, Liam, did you have something? You can unmute yourself really quick, Liam.
Horse kicks.
Horse kicks? Well, it's a good thing because I definitely wanted to do horse kicks too. All right, guys, so go ahead, face me, attention, and kunye bow. All right, so yes, I can. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, like I said, get started. We're gonna do a little bit less of a normal workout today. What I want us to work on is first our exchanges, because I don't know how much you guys have really been doing exchange kicks, but I also want us to start working on advancing kicks. So meaning you're sliding forward or you're hopping forward as you're coming into these kicks, okay? So let's start out a little bit more easier. We're gonna do the exchanges first. So everyone step back, go your stance form. All right, now, I do want us to do some kicks, but remember this is our warm up. So really you shouldn't be going fast or a high kick or anything. Even if you're flexible, even if it's normal for you, our bodies aren't fully stretched or warmed up, so I don't want anybody hurting themselves, okay? So let's bounce with those toes. Now when I count, you guys are gonna exchange, round kick, and then go right back. The first 5 are gonna be exchange round kick. The last 5 are gonna be exchange into out axe kick. So remember, our into out axe kick is after we exchange, our knee bends, even though we're doing an axe kick, but then it straightens out as we come down. If you don't bend your knee, you're taking away some of your power. All right, so ready? Hands are up. Good. Left leg's in front. Ready? 1, exchange, round kick. Good. Right back to the bouncing. Ready? 2, exchange, round kick. Good. 3, exchange, round. Good. 4, exchange, round. Good. 5, exchange, round. Good. Now we're doing exchange into out axe kicks with the same leg. So ready? 1, exchange, axe kick. Now, Miles, remember your exchange or the leg that you're kicking is your front leg, okay? So ready? 2, exchange, using that front leg, axe kick. Ready? 3, exchange, axe kick. Good. Ready? 4, exchange, axe kick. Now ready? Last one. 5, exchange, axe kick. Go, you guys. All right, down in 5 push-ups for me really quick. Go. Just 5. Let's see them. Liam, let me see those 5 push-ups. Thank you, sir. Awesome. Hey, Miles, I was noticing your axe kicks. They're good axe kicks, but you're going out to in. So on this next side, when we do the axe kicks, exchange, and then think about bringing your knee like more of a chamber for your side kick or something. So that way you're bringing on the right side of your body and then coming down across. Okay, Miles? All right, so ready. Right leg in front of you guys. Guys, and remember the first 5 are gonna be exchange round kicks. Last 5, exchange axe. So bouncing those toes, front leg crosses behind when you do your exchange. Ready? 1, exchange, round. Good. 2. Again, upper body should not be turning at all. Our upper body is staying exactly where it is. Ready? 3, 4. Good. 5. That's it. Now let's turn into an axe kick. So ready? 6, exchange, axe. Ready? 7, exchange, axe. Good. Abby, bring it into out instead of out in. Ready? 7 or 8. There you go. Better, Abby. Good. Remember, you don't need to go so high right now. We're still warming up. Ready? 9. Unless you just naturally go that high. Are you ready? Last one. 10. Exchange. Axe. Good, you guys. All right, another 5 push-ups, and then we're going to stretch. Go. Nice job, Miles. Good, Liam. There you go. Hey, Mateo, next time try to get a little bit lower, okay? Just a little. All right. Now let's go on feet shoulder width apart. Reach down to the middle. When you hear me call your name, unmute yourself and count to whatever number I say. Liam, why don't we start with you first? Liam, go ahead. You're going to count to 20 for us, but make sure you go back to your stretch first.
Yes, ma'am. Hana, Joe, Sat, Nat, Jose, Yose, Ilgo, Yodu, Hope, Go, Johanna, Yodo, Yosat, Yonat, Yotose, Yoyose, Yoelgo, Yoyodo, Yohope, zoom out.
Very good, Liam. Are you guys legs out wide, split position? Make sure your heels stay on the ground, your toes turn upward. Good. And let's have Miles. Can you get out of your stretch, get back in it, and then count to 30 for us, Miles?
Yes, ma'am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Johanna. Keep going, Miles. I think we have technical difficulties. That's all right. Go ahead and sit down, you guys. Miles, you can mute yourself again. All right, now next person, make sure again you guys are stretching properly. So I talked to, actually I'm not gonna have anybody count anymore and stretch. So just focus on your stretch while you guys listen. So I have a little story. And I told the brown belts about my story last week. So I'm gonna tell you guys this week. So my story is about a half brown and a half black student. He has trained for 6 months with his belt, and he came into class thinking he was ready for his black belt test. And so I gave him a pre-test, and he wasn't ready. For whatever reason, maybe he didn't practice enough, maybe he wasn't, had a bad day or whatever the case may be, but he wasn't ready. But during his pre-test, I had him warm up a little bit and do some stretching. And what I found in the stretching, let's go ahead and reach to one side, you guys. What I found in this student stretching is, first off, he's 10 years old. So he's not very old, still young. He's not a tall student either. He's about average size, but his stretching was like the stretching of probably a 50-year-old man, or maybe even worse. It depends on, older folks stretch still, which we should. But again, for this student to be so inflexible, was really a bad thing. Let's go and switch over to the other side. And the bad part about it is, you guys, his kicks were really strong. I had him do some kicks after his stretches, but his kicks were strong, but they weren't coming out the right way because of his flexibility or lack of flexibility. Now, we always tell you guys, make sure you stretch so you can kick higher, so you don't get injuries. But it's not even when you guys are doing anything active that lack of flexibility can hurt you. It just hurts your body. If your body feels tight, if you've ever had a pulled muscle or your muscles are just locked up, it hurts. It doesn't feel good. And, it even can hurt when you're just walking around your house. So this student, I told him for him to be ready for his black belt test, the way he was stretching, his knees were bent. He couldn't really, sit up in a 90-degree angle without punching his back or bending his knees. So I told this student, not only does he need to get more knowledgeable on his curriculum, he needs to get better on his stretching, because it's going to hurt him later down in life. And that's the same thing for you guys. Stretching gets harder, and the older we get, the more our bodies are growing. Sully, I know for you, not to call you out, Sully, but I know your stretching hasn't always been the best thing for you. But Sully, I've seen you stretch now, and it's gotten a lot better from when I taught you in person. And you're tall, you've got long legs, Sully. So for you, it's very important, but it's important for all of us. So really, you guys, stretching isn't fun for most of us, but we got to push ourselves through, okay? So let's go ahead and bring our legs into together, butterfly. It's good for our flexibility, or it's good for, not having injuries, or, making sure that our posture's good, but it helps us kick better, and it feels better when we kick, when we can extend our legs or do the things that we want our bodies to do. All right, let's go ahead and bring our nose down to our toes. By the way, that student, he's gotten better at his stretching, guys. He's definitely been working hard. All right, class, let's go ahead and stand on up and go to attention and kunye bow. All right, you guys, so like I said, I do want to quickly go over some basic kicking just to make sure you guys are doing everything the right way. And same thing for blocking before we jump into row high. So what I want to see from you guys is very quickly, we're going to do 4 count kicks. So if you can, bring a chair over to you or go over by to a wall and hold on to something. We're only going to do 3 kicks for each kick and on each side, okay? So it's really not going to be a lot. All right, so let's go ahead again. I'm going to grab my stool so that way I have something. Again, you can use the wall if you're close by, but we're going to start out 4 count kicks with ball of foot. So have your hand up. You're going to pick up your leg starting for position number 1. So everybody, 1. Now make sure your foot's in a ball of foot position. Ready? 2, kick out. Make sure at least belt level. Ready? 3, bring it in. 4, put it down. And ready? 1, pick it up. Now I want to see that knee come up to your elbow. Ready? 2, kick out. 3, bring it in. 4, put it down. Everybody looks like they should do that. They're able to do that for position, which is good. Now you need to make sure that you get it up higher. Pernell, just do the class. Don't worry about it. If your screen gets better, then we'll be able to help you, okay? All right, so ready, hand up. And 1 more time, knee up. And kick. 2, 3, 4, put it down. Turn around, face the other way. Good, other hand up. And ready, 1, knee up. 2, kick out. 3, bring it in. 4, put it down. I'm gonna watch you guys for the rest of them. Ready? 1, knee up. 2, kick out. Let me see, Arjun, there you go, good. 3, bring it in. And 4, put it down. Nice, ready, 1 more time. Ready, 1, knee up. Now Jacob, keep that hand up, there you go, good. Ready, 2, kick out. Good, Jacob, can you get that leg higher, sir? Higher, higher. There you go. Ready, 3 and 4. Put it down. Arjun, I'm really impressed. You're not even holding on to anything. And you know what? That's even better, you guys. If you can do it without holding on to something, that just shows you your ability to control your body, hold your balance. But if you still need to hold on to something for right now, that's okay too. There's no, no right or wrong. All right, now let's go ahead, 4 count round kicks. Ooh, 4, 5 push-up credit. Who can tell me what numbers for 4 count round kick do you pivot on and unpivot on? Liam, I saw your hand first. Which numbers, Liam? Which one do we pivot? Which one do we unpivot?
You pivot on number 2 and you unpivot on, I think, number 4.
Is that your final answer, Liam?
The final answer is number 2 and number 3.
Unfortunately, Liam, you are wrong on both. That's okay. Let's see if somebody else knows it. Dasha.
Numbers 1 and number 4.
Bingo! You got it, Dasha. So that means you get 5 push-up credit today. And so Dasha's correct. So for 4 count round kick, you pivot on number 1, because that's when you pick your leg up to chamber. 2, you extend it. 3, you bring it in. As you notice, my bottom foot still has not unpivoted until I put it down. Okay, nicely done, Dasha. All right, you guys. So like I said, only 3 kicks on each side. Ready? Get ready. The right hand is up. We're gonna kick with the right leg or left, doesn't really matter. And 1, pivot. Make sure you chamber correctly. So that means straight line from shoulder, hip to knee. 3 connecting points. Now I'm looking at my target. Ready? 2, kick out. My toes are pointed. 3, bring it in. 4, unpivot, put it down. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you don't already know this, this is a really good trick to use for pivoting, okay? Not pivoting for a reverse punch, because that's a different type of pivot. We're lifting that heel up off the ground. So for pivot, when it comes to kicking, for instance, like a round kick, a side kick, horse kick, hook kick, all of those ones. Here's the trick. You lift your heel off the ground first. So it almost kind of turns into like a little hop. So if you guys watch my bottom foot, from here, pointing at you, I'm going to lift. You kind of see I lifted my heel up and then I'm turning on the ball of my foot. The reason why it's better, 1, you're lifting some of your body weight off the ground. By lifting your body weight off the ground, it makes it easier to turn. You're also taking away some of that surface area. So if you have your whole foot and you're trying to turn that whole foot, that's the balls of your feet and your heel trying to drag across and twist. That makes it just hard. So again, take away some of your body weight by lifting your heel up and then just twisting on the ball of your foot. Okay, guys? So you can do it by like a little hop and twist, or you can kind of just up and then twist, however works for you. But don't make your life harder. Make it easier by doing that, okay? Now, let's go ahead and use the other side. So go ahead, turn your body, have your other hand up. 4 count round kicks on the side. Ready? 1. Make sure you pivot. Make sure you have now connecting points. Knee, hip, shoulder. That means this leg has to pull back. Now, ready? 2, kick out. Make sure your toes are pointed. You're looking at where you're kicking. 3, bring it in. 4, unpivot, put it down. All right, let me see the next 2. Ready? 1, pick that leg up. So Miles, that looks like a side kick chamber. I need to see that leg pull back. There you go. Wow, Miles. All right, ready? 2, kick out. There you go, Grayson. Look at that foot position. 3, bring it in. 4, put it down. Hey, Samir, I love that you're trying it without like holding on to anything. If you can, though, keep your head turned to the direction that you're kicking, okay? All right, let's do one more. Ready? 1, pivot. 2, kick. Good. 3, bring it in. Nice, Miles. 4, put it down. Dasha, Sully, very good. All right, now we're gonna do the other side, so move it back over. 4 count side kicks. Let's see, who wants another 5 push-up credit? Unfortunately, Dasha, I will not call on you this time. I know. But who knows, when do you pivot on a 4 count side kick? And when do you unpivot on a 4 count side kick?
2 and
Hey, Abby, I still have to call on you.
sorry.
That's okay, Abby, go ahead.
2 and 3.
2 and 3, is that your final answer, Abby?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a 5 push-up credit. You are correct.
Can I maybe be reminded on what a 5 push-up credit is?
Yes, you can be. So if anybody doesn't know or forgets what 5 push-up credit, or it could be a 10 push-up, doesn't matter the number. The credit means is you have it kind of like stored away in a bank. So that means if I tell everybody right now, everybody do 5 push-ups, Dasha and Abby, since you have a 5 push-up credit, you don't have to do those push-ups. But you also don't have to use that credit right away. The only thing I caution you guys is if you don't use it in my class, then you might have to like kind of go back and forth between a different instructor and say, well, Miss Kelly gave me 5 push-up credit, and it just gets a little confusing. So I'll give you guys push-ups today, so that way Dasha and Abby, you guys can use them. All right, you guys, so now let's go ahead and get over with these 4 count kicks. So hand is up, we're gonna do 4 count side kicks. Ready? 1, pick up that knee. 2, extend, pivot. Now, woo, without falling, check your foot position. Make sure your heel is sticking out. 3, bring it in. And 4, make sure you also unpivoted on number 3. And then 4, put it down. All right, let me see you guys do it. Ready? 1. Good. So now, Mateo, see how your knee's pointing at the camera right now? I actually want you to turn your knee sideways. So that's going to turn your back towards me. Then you're kicking towards me. Ready? 2, kick out. Let me see it, Mateo. Nicely done. Ready? 3, bring it in. Unpivot. Good. 4, put it down. All right, ready? 1 up. 2 out. Nice. There you go. Hold it. Lock it. Try not to let your body wiggle. 3, 4. Good job. All right, let's turn around and face the other way, guys. Get these over with, and then we can move on. All right, ready? 1, 2. Good, good. 3 and 4. Nice, Liam. Now, Liam, try to get that leg up a little bit higher, okay? Ready? 1. Let me see. 2. Woo, Liam. Oh, man. You look like you were kicking upward. I love it. Ready? 3 and 4. All right, 1 more. All right, you got it, Arjun. You're doing a good job on holding that balance. I know it's not easy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good job, guys. All right, face me, go to attention, and bow. Everyone, 5 push-ups, go! Unless you're Abby or Dasha. Or Abby wants to do them, that's okay too. Nice, you guys. Hey, push-ups, I'm gonna give you guys a challenge. So a lot of us have a habit of looking down at the ground when we do our push-ups. Here's my challenge for you. By next week, because I'm gonna be teaching your class next week as well, I wanna see if I tell you guys to do push-ups, if you can keep your chin up or if you're looking down on the ground. Looking up makes it a little bit harder, but it's gonna make you more disciplined and it's also better for you too, okay? So I wanna see if you guys can start doing those push-ups by looking up. Even, you don't have to like look directly upward, just kind of look more forward as you're doing those push-ups. All right, guys, so let's go ahead. We've got We've got about 10 minutes left of class, so let's just go straight to row high. Liam, if we have some time, we'll try to do some horse kicks at the end of class, okay? I know that you wanted to do them. All right, so ready, everybody, go back away from your camera. Let's go to attention stance and bow. And now go to chumbi and 90 chumbi. Okay, so I'm gonna take it a little slower with row high today, guys. And I want you to be patient with me. And the reason why is because I'm gonna explain more details. And these details you may know already, but some of us may not. So I just wanna make sure we're all on the same page. Now, row high, the highlights of row high are our crane stances and also the breathing in the beginning. There's also breathing in other parts of the form too. So we need to make sure we highlight them, being a little bit more dramatic with our breathing. So when we're breathing in the beginning of the form, so starting from 90 chumbi, you want to take a deep breath, not from your chest, but from your stomach. So it's gonna make your body raise up. It should be more tight. Then exhale. Now, when you're exhaling, you want everything to finish at the same time. So it shouldn't be legs finishes, arms finish, and then exhale finishes. It should all come together in unison, okay? So let's do the first part together as a class. So ready, from 90 chumbi, make sure your feet are together. Make sure it's your right leg that steps out. Ready? 1, breathe in. Breathe out. Now, careful. I didn't really notice you guys doing this, but I don't want you to get into a habit of it. I see students sometimes kind of bend their arms upward and then shoot them straight down. Don't do that, okay? So you're just sliding. Your body lifts up, but your arms stay straight the whole time. Now, they might kind of like lock a little bit at that last breath. Again, you're dramatizing, you're exaggerating the move. That's fine, but your arms should never bend up and then come down. Okay, so let's do that move one more time, you guys. Ready? From 90 chumbi, feet are together, deep breath from the stomach. And breathe out. Good. Now, put your hands together before you start the breathing because you might run out of the ability to continue your breathing from the top point, okay? So now our hands are together. Look directly forward until your diamond or triangle, whatever you want to call it, is directly in front of your face, and then you'll start to follow it for the rest of the way up. So you don't look down, keep looking forward until you see it directly in front. All right, so ready? Connect the hands. Again, take a deep breath in from our stomach. Now, when we exhale, we're coming down around. Don't keep your arms in short. I want you to think about you're drawing a big circle down. Now, when you come down, remember, again, things need to happen together. So I'm striking the inside of my palm with my pinky, and I'm going to look to the right side all together. All right, so ready? So from number 1, go to 2. Hands connect together, breathe in, and together, breathe out. Still looking up, and then boom, your hands hit, and you turn your head to the right. All right, can I see everybody just do that by themselves for about 30 seconds? So that you'll probably do it maybe 2 or 3 times total. Do move 1 and do move 2 on your own. Okay, guys, go. I'm just watching, see if you guys need any help. So Abby, be careful of those arms again. Same thing, I don't want to see those elbows bend, okay? You might, if you have that habit, Abby, I would recommend doing it in front of a mirror a couple times, really just watching your body or maybe using a camera to record yourself, okay?
Yeah, I've been trying to watch myself on the Zoom screen.
Oh, okay, where that helps too. All right, keep going, Abby. Good, Mateo. Nice, Arjun. Keep going. So, hey, Samir, let me see you do it one more time. All right, guys, for 10 more seconds. Dasha, take that a little slower. I don't know if that was like your normal pace, but you want to definitely slow it down a little bit coming out, okay? All right, guys, in time. So let's go ahead from move number 2. We're all looking towards the right direction. Now, you need to tuck that leg in. Now, I'm going to turn around because I am very picky, and other instructors will probably be picky with this too. When we say tuck the leg in, we mean tuck the leg in. Even if you can hold your balance with your foot dangling out, that just looks lazy and it looks sloppy, okay, guys? So sharpen it up, tighten it up. Even if you got good balance, tuck that leg in. So it should look like this. If I'm looking to the right, my leg tucks in, and this supporting leg even bends a little bit, almost like I'm sitting in a chair. because it almost acts like a compression. You're compressing the back of your knee to the front of your foot, and you're locking it in there, okay? So your arms now, thinking about the arms, you need to have more of a straight form. So you want to draw like an X going down, and then when you come to the other side, down across the other way. So it shouldn't be bent arms at all. So again, from behind, it should look like this. Straight out, you're bending, tucking that leg in, and set. Come out into a block. All right, so now let me turn around and see you guys do it with me. Ready, strike, turn your head to the right, chamber, tuck. Now again, straight line, palm, your left hand, palm down, right hand, palm up. And step out, block. Good, let me see those back stances. So you're bending more weight in that back knee. Good, you guys. Now, remember, the next move is a strike. We're not tucking the leg in or anything. We're shifting our weight to the other side. So first, chamber, both palms are facing down. Remember, we're drawing the second part of our X. So ready, now look, shift. And before we shouldn't have screamed. That was just me getting excited. All right, ready. Now, I will see you guys do that again. So let's start from move number 2. Again, you have your left hand pointing forward, right hand up, turn your head, and you guys practice for 30 seconds from here. 1, and then 2. Go. Nice, Arjun. Good, Arjun. Hey, Arjun, I think if you bring your heels just farther apart, your back stance will just look better. It just looks like longer, okay? Good. Hey, Grayson, is there any chance you can tilt your screen down? I just want to be able to see your legs a little bit better. Thank you, Grayson. Mateo, I bet you can get into a lot deeper back stance, right? Okay, yeah, let's see it. There you go, Grayson, that's better. I'm glad now that I can see where your legs are at. All right, guys, let's see for 5 more seconds. Jacob, can you do the same thing as Grayson? Just tilt your screen down a little bit. I want to be able to see where your leg position is as well. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so just go to resting stance for me, guys. I'm going to go definitely into detail more with this next move. So after we just struck here, we're going into a cat stance. Now, if you look at the foot position in a cat stance, thinking about, okay, if I'm going to chamber for 1-set sparring number 5 in the beginner level, my cat stance, look at where both of my toes are pointing forward, right? Now, in a back stance, your front foot points the direction that you're looking, and your back foot is pointing sideways, right? So when I'm transitioning from my strike move here, I need to turn my back foot to make it into a correct back stance. And again, remember that pivot, when we lift that heel, that's going to help us turn a little bit. So watch me. I take my deep breath in, and then I breathe out, but I just turn my hips, and I actually sunk into my cat stance. 1, that's the correct way to do it. 2, that extra sharp little movement makes that form pop. It makes that move pop. And then you're like, whoa, how did they just do that with their body so sharp, so clean? So it looks better. And it's also a correct cat stance. So let's do it together as a group from right here. Everybody should be facing the left side of the room. Left hand up, right hand up on the solar plex. Ready? Breathe in. And as you exhale, pull it in. Now from here, turn that hip. So your toes should be now turning. You should be sitting in that back stance, and you're holding your hand up like a platter. Good. Now from there, punch. So Miles, I saw that you had already done that. That's okay. All right, let's go back and do it again together as a group. From here, left palm up, good, right palm up, and breathe in, and breathe out. And turn at the last second. Sit into that cat stance. Good, and then punch. Excellent, you guys. Okay, 30 seconds to practice that one. Go. Good, now Mateo, I like that you turn that hip. I just now want to see when you're coming up from it to bend that back. Well, that was the wrong direction. To turn your back knee and bend it more, okay? So more like you're sitting in a chair. Sit down. There you go, Mateo. That was better. Let me see it, Miles. Uh-oh, Miles. You're frozen. At least you're frozen in a good back stance. Good, Dasha. Now, Dasha, same thing. I want to see you bend that back knee more. Sit more into that cat stance. There you go. You got strong legs, Dasha, so definitely use those muscles. All right, guys, a couple more seconds. Let's see it, Samir. Arjun, you have a quick question?
Yeah. A lot of other instructors, like back in Bethesda,
Mm-hmm.
told as soon as you bring it up, and like it's all the way, like you punch very quickly. Do you like finish this move and then punch as a separate move, or is it all just one action?
It's a separate move, Arjun. So like when they're counting in row high, now it has gotten confused between us instructors. Unfortunately, just kind of like other things, like think about like the telephone game, when one person starts off and it kind of keeps getting passed down and sometimes the message gets a little bit blurred. But as doing row high with count, Arjun, so that would be a separate move. Okay, bud?
Okay, thank you.
All right, yep, of course. So unfortunately, I just realized we ran out of time and we didn't even get through all of row high. So I'm sorry, guys. Next week we'll start exactly where we left off because I'm going to be teaching your class again next week. So we'll go into more detail. So practice those details if you didn't already know them. And then we'll also do horse kicks because I know, Liam, you were looking for that. Yes, Grayson.
Isn't class 40 minutes long?
Yeah. Oh, wait, just kidding. We have another 10 minutes. You got me, Grayson. All right, I'm sorry. Miss Kelly's head's not in the right spot. I'm thinking too far ahead. So let's go ahead. We're going to keep actually continuing since we have another 10 minutes, you guys. Thank you, Grayson. All right, so let's go ahead, start back from the beginning, you guys, and then we'll keep going into the detail work. So everyone go to Chumbi. Excellent. And ready, Nancy Chumbi. Good. All right, and deep breath. Number 1. 2. 3. 4. Yeah. Good. 5. 6. Okay, now from here, going back into kind of explaining more details, you need to look as you breathe in. Look behind you or across your shoulders. So ready? Breathe in. And your breathing in again stops as you complete your chamber. It shouldn't stop before your chamber is completed or after. So ready again, from your punch, breathe in, stop as you finish your chamber, and now breathe out as you turn. And again, your exhale needs to finish as you set into that middle block and also into a cat stance. Okay, guys, so again, let's everybody go back to the punch. Your left leg is out in a cat stance. Your right hand is out in your punch. Good, and you should be facing more like the left corner of your room. Ready, go. Now, last thing I'm gonna say before I have you guys do those 2 moves by yourself is your middle block hand. So these were details I went over with the brown belts last week. Your chambers, first off, both palms should be facing down in this chamber. And when you rotate, your bottom hand needs to rotate to the outside. If it rotates inward, that is incorrect, that's wrong. And again, that means you're not really a master of your basics anymore. So pay attention to those details. Both palms should be facing down. Your punching hand goes on the bottom because you're going to be using it again to do your middle block across. Okay, guys? So if you want, go ahead, start from your cat stance, and you can go into the punch, or you can already start from the punch, either one. Practice it for a couple seconds, and then we'll move on. So ready, punch, and practice your breathing and your timing. Check your chamber. Good, and then do it one more time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, good, you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead from the middle block now in our cat stand. So now we went from the left corner of our room, because again, if you look at your camera, this is how I want you guys to look around your room and make sure you're facing the right directions of your surroundings. So we went from the right side to the left side, then to the left corner. Now we're gonna go to the right corner, okay? All right, so from here, we're in our middle block. Now, again, make sure you do everything nice and sharp. You don't wanna be sloppy. So you're gonna step forward, stay kind of more on the tippy toes, so your heels are off the ground, strike to the rib cage, pull back. Good. Now you're gonna jump forward on your right foot, tuck. Again, tuck it. If you don't tuck it, you're being lazy. Tuck the leg, stick your chin out, taunt. Very good. Now, let's do this slowly, okay, guys? So I want you to step back on your left, bring your right arm up as your left arm comes down, circle, left arm stays to the outside, tuck that right leg in, crane stance. Good, nice job, Mateo. I like the slow controlled motion. So let's do that together as a group, guys. So we just struck to the rib cage with our pseudos, jump forward, we're taunting. So we're standing on our right leg. Again, we're still in the corner of the right side of the room. Now, jump backwards, left foot down, circle your right hand up, left hand goes down, staying to the outside, finish your chamber. Good. All right, now I want you guys to practice that on your own. So you can start from your cat stance, right hand is out, right leg is out, step forward, strike, taunt, jump back, crane. I want you to practice those 3 moves. Go. Hey, Arjun, don't jump ahead yet. I know that you probably know everything, but I just want to see these moves just to make sure that everything looks good, okay? Thank you, sir. Go, Liam. Liam, let me see your chamber for this one. No, Liam, you have the right. No, go back, Liam. Liam. Go back. Put your right hand. So you've got the left leg out, but put your right hand out now. So it's opposite hand, opposite foot, Liam. There you go. Now you're going to chamber. Oh, I should face this way. Chamber with that hand on the bottom, Liam. Good. And now circle to the outside, middle block. Good. All right, let me see, Miles. There you go, Grayson. Now, Grayson, you don't want to be too tucked in here with that upper hand or that back hand. Extend it just a little bit further out, okay? There you go, Grayson. Let me see, Miles. Good, I'm still watching. Miles, can you do that crane stance one more time for me, sir? It looked like your camera kind of glitched. So I want to see you go from your taunt, and I want to see your arms chamber. So put your right leg out in front, put the left leg in. Good, and then jump back. So Miles, it doesn't really look like you're getting much of a chamber in that crane stance. So what I want you to do with me, Miles, is you're going to go from your taunt, step back, put the right leg in, but I just want you to do the arm motion by yourself. So you're gonna bring your right arm down, your left arm up, already in this crane stance, circle it up, almost. Now you want your arms to cross, Miles, like this. So it's gonna be right hand down, try to alternate, switch them, circle to the outside, okay? Good. All right, keep practicing that, guys. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, let's do a couple more. Actually, we only have a couple minutes, so we're gonna stop there for today, you guys. I think we went over quite a bit of details. Hopefully it was helpful, whether you knew it or you've heard it and maybe you forgot or you didn't know it at all, and now we need to, you can go back and refine row high. So I think a lot of you guys know all of row high for the most part, but go back to these details because the details is what's gonna make the form bigger, better, pop more, all of that stuff, okay? So we've got 3 minutes left of class. Now, I wanna give you guys some quick announcements and then let you guys talk if you have anything you wanna say. So first off, announcement-wise, since it's the start of November, I don't know if you guys have heard or if you're going to any in-person classes, but we now have a registration process for our in-person classes. So if you're somebody that maybe mom or dad is, maybe getting comfortable about the idea of you going to classes, or if you do both Zoom and indoor, make sure that mom and dad registers you for that class that you're going to go to. And how you do that is going to the Kicks Karate app. So you would go on your app and you click the top left drop down menu. On that drop down menu is an option for class schedule. So you would click your class schedule, you'd click your class, so the black belts, and then you would pick the days that you want to attend the in-person class. Now, the in-person classes, when you sign up for it, it gives you an email or sends mom and dad an email. They can cancel that class at any time through that email if you can't make it. But we're doing this process just to try again to make sure we've got a safe number of people coming to the school. We know who's coming. So that's that for that announcement. Does anybody have any questions about registering for in-person classes? Nope. All right, awesome. Now,
I have a question about it.
oh yeah, go ahead.
So sometimes I've seen this like registration process thing, and sometimes like people sign up for one person, but then like 2 other people come. How would that work?
So you would do that for that process, Arjun. You would go ahead, register for yourself, and then you would register again and just add. So it says participant name. It's not just always like for Arjun. It wouldn't always just pop up Arjun. You would sign up one time for yourself, Arjun, and then if you're bringing a buddy, you would sign up one more time. And even though it's linked to your email, you would still put your friend's name. So that way we know that there's 2 people coming to class. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. All right, you guys. Well, that's it for today. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to say before we leave? No? Okay, so like I said, next week we'll pick up more details on Row High, try to get it all the way through, and then we can do some of those horse kicks that I know I wanted you guys to do too. All right, go to attention and Kunye bow. Say, yes, I can. See you later, guys. Have a good night.